Of the 750 intermediate-range ballistic missiles at present held by the Russians and targeted on the European countries of the NATO alliance, it is believed that a considerable number are liquid-fueled and are stored above ground. Such missiles are therefore themselves extremely vulnerable, and rather than risk the possibility of losing them in a counter-bombardment, it is likely that the Russians would have no alternative but to fire all of them at a very early stage in such a crisis. Time, 9:13 a.m. This family couldn't afford to build themselves a refuge. This could be the way the last 2 minutes of peace in Britain would look. A single megaton nuclear missile overshoots Manston Airfield in Kent and airbursts 6 miles from this position. At this distance, the heat wave is sufficient to cause melting of the upturned eyeball, third-degree burning of the skin, and ignition of furniture. 12 seconds later, the shock front arrives. At 7/10 of a millisecond after the explosion, and at a distance of 60 miles, the light from the fireball of a single megaton thermonuclear device is 30 times brighter than the midday sun. This little boy has received severe retinal burns from an explosion 27 miles away. This house lies 29 miles from Manston Airfield and 41 miles from Gatwick Airport in Sussex. The blast wave from a thermonuclear explosion has been likened to an enormous door slamming in the depths of hell. Combined shock front from one dispersal airfield 40 miles away. There are in Britain at least 60 such targets. Rochester in Kent. Now 2 square miles of fire resulting from the heat of a thermonuclear missile which has exploded off course on its path to London Airport. This is the phenomenon which could perhaps happen in Britain following a nuclear strike against certain of our cities. This happened after the bombing of Hamburg, at Dresden, at Tokyo, and at Hiroshima. This is what is technically known as a firestorm. Within its center, the rising heat from multiple fires caused by both the heat flash and the blast wave upsetting stoves and open furnaces, is sucking in ground-level winds at speeds exceeding 100 miles an hour. This is the wind of a firestorm. This car, a family is burning alive. Charles Brooks, Chief Fire Officer of Chatham. Already 3 of his appliances have been smashed, gutted or overturned. Already 17 of his 60 firemen have been crushed, burnt or killed by flying debris. This is a firestorm. Within its center, the oxygen is being consumed in every cellar and every ground floor room, to be replaced by the gases of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and methane. Within its center, the temperature is rising to 800 degrees centigrade. These men are dying, both of heat stroke and of gassing. 10:47. Aircraft of the British V-bomber force near the Russian border. Their purpose? Retaliation. Their target? People like this. These are the inhabitants of what was once a housing estate near Rochester in Kent. Following the explosion of 3 single megaton missiles within this one county boundary, it's been estimated that each surviving doctor would be faced by at least 350 casualties, many suffering from severe 2nd and 3rd degree burns.